Hey, welcome back to the Lay podcast. Today's a solo mission for me. I'm picking up my brother from 2SP for baseball, and I thought we haven't had an episode in a minute, and I made a decision. I'm gonna make an episode today. It might be a little bit shorter, not as much commentary from me, but just some thoughts and comments on what I think has been going on lately. We'll start off. It never really got an ending on XMD. I know things got kind of crazy, but it was good. XMD was good. The dance was okay. San Marino did a better job than expected for sure, I believe. The bus ride was decent. Had some good songs, having a good time. Allegra's was a good time. Had a lot of dancing. Mr. Neff got active. It was great. A lot of food. Miss Curris, thank you for the food. I appreciate it. It was great. After that, kind of just went home, went to bed. Nothing really else happened, Next morning, woke up, got some breakfast with the fellas. It was great. It was a great time. But enough of that. Let's move on to now the 3-week period. I think everyone kind of thinks about is the longest period of school between Thanksgiving break and Christmas. Really it's just like that time where you're waiting for midterms to happen, and then you really get the long Christmas break that everyone waits for and everyone enjoys and has a good time with. Honestly, Christmas break is probably the greatest break, I think. Just spring break's up there. I believe it's a hot topic for sure. But I think Christmas break is just, I think it's really just the superior break. I mean, think about it. You have the New Year's and Christmas. You have Christmas Day in general, so presents, family, food, and the New Year's New Year, new us. That's how we do it. So I think it's gonna have a great time. Midterms coming up next week. A little nervous. Most of my grades are pretty solid right now, so I'm not too worried. I know some people are, some people aren't. Debatable if you want to study. Is it better to cram or is it better to just kind of review and let things roll? I take the approach of don't take it too seriously. You're gonna get second chances. You're gonna get things are gonna happen you can't control. Know your stuff, go in there confident and lock in. So I would like to ask Marimom. He wasn't here, but he was talking about how he's studying for AP Lang, Mrs. V. She's talking about rhetorical analysis and all this. I'm like, Marimom, just go in, write what you know, and lock in. And we did that today, and that was a good time. I think we did solid on that. Nice little essay today. But I also want to talk about today is obviously Mr. Hayes has been telling us you guys stop talking about the girls. It's getting repetitive. But Mr. Hayes, that's kind of what we got to talk about. It's kind of what we got to get into sometimes. And so today we're gonna talk about some girl problems. There's been some drama, I heard. God knows, it happens every day. Basketball season's amping up for sure. All right, welcome back to segment 2 of today's podcast. We're gonna be talking about the girl drama. I don't have anyone here help me today. It's just me alone, so preferably don't come at me if I say anything wrong. I'm just going off of what's in here, what knowledge I have. This is a question to the girls. I know you guys are probably watching this together or with us, who knows. What are we doing? Honestly, we're coming up to Christmas. Everyone's supposed to be in a jolly, happy mood, and you guys are arguing about who said what and what. I don't understand how the boys can go 3 years, 4 years and not have a single argument or we have arguments all the time, but a single breakdown. What are we what are we doing? Do you really think it's gonna be that deep and that serious enough to argue about something someone said? If you're gonna say something to someone, personally, I think you should either say it to their face or don't say it. What's the point of talking about someone behind their back? There's not a point, And I know I'm not gonna say names. I could. I know some people are ringleaders or whatever, but you guys have so much potential in being in actually like fun people to like not worry about drama. And I just feel like it happens every time. And like, you know, I don't know. I wish I had Marymount here to talk about it with me. Like, it's like, it's so confusing to the boys and what goes on. Like, what do you guys? Another question that me and Marymount have, like, what do the girls do in their off time? What do they do during the day? What do they do before they hang out? Like, we know what the boys do. We go get food, go hang out, like play games. But not like what the girls are never injured. Never see. I mean, I don't know if you guys play sports. I have no clue. Like what's going on with that? I mean, like prom's coming up like, in March. Like, I don't know what's gonna go on with that. That's promise. I know more drama with that for sure. You know, like look at the senior girls. I seriously doubt that they have as much drama as you guys. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll take that on the chest if I'm wrong. But I talked to some of the senior boys and they're like, yeah, I mean, you guys have so much more problems than us. I'm like, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. It's just like, you guys feel like, I think you guys think you're the stuff, and like, that's fine. Like, that's okay. You guys, that's all right to think, like, I guess, but like at some point, you gotta be like, all right, like take a step back. Let's take a deep breath and let's really just analyze and see what's going on. I mean, like, I don't understand how. Like, how do you guys go in a boy's house and then start causing problems in that guy's house? If it was your house, I would not say a single word. But most of the time, it's either causing problems at barbers, which is 100% of the time, normally. That's normally where we are. You know, we go to Alex Proden's, problems there too. And it's like, that's what Monday through Thursday, that's your time period to really just, whatever you want to do. Monday through Thursday, figure your shit out. And then Friday through Sunday should be a time where everyone comes together, has a good time, like can dance and can sing and can enjoy each other's company and not have to worry about people getting mad. So like, we're juniors in high school. I feel like people are still arguing about the dumbest stuff ever. And it's like, and I don't have examples off my head. I know it's like, I won't say names. I'm sorry. I won't say names. But I just feel like it's like, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I can't. I'm never said to be an expert, but you know, doesn't make sense to me. But moving on, Brother Rice basketball. You know, this should be a solid year. You know, Jay Lamb, we got Jay Lamb, David Williams, Trevor Smith, Sebastian, Greg. You know, those guys, juniors. You know, like Logan. Like Jit, Isaiah, Rob, like, yeah, all the boys, and it's just like, let's rally. All right, I know the Goon Squad wasn't there for the U of D game. You guys probably could have won that game if you were there, and I'll put that on me. You know, I'll take the blow. But I mean, you guys have a good team. I feel like I mean, St. Mary's, they're good. I think we can beat them. Go into the game with the mindset of this team's not better than us. All right, let's go. Jay Lamb, I want you leading. Let's go. I want you in that locker room, hyping the boys up, give them a little talk, and let's get them going, all right? But, you know, Coach Palmer, great guy, you know. I mean, the best recruiter in the nation, probably. I mean, it has to be. With all the guys he brings in and really just gives them a place to be and gives them a home. It's great. Coach Porter, skill work. You know, left hand in and out, cross, snake with the left hand. I mean, it's class. You know, it is class. Coach Baker, great guy. You know, I mean, they're all great guys. Coach Dean, respect and love. You know, everyone there is a great person. It's just working together, finding that chemistry, and really grinding through the season. And it gets rough. Like after break, it'll get rough for sure. But I think you guys got it. So next segment we'll talk about some school stuff, just some stuff going on. Maybe some more girl stuff that comes up, who knows. But and then maybe a little special segment after that of a little ranking, little list of stuff. But we'll see. All right, welcome back to segment 3. of today's episode. I said I was gonna talk about what's going on. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think anyone's really interested in what's going on right now. I mean, politically, Trump's picking all of his candidates. Let's go. Get it going. Everything's pretty stable with that. Midterms coming up. Like, I already talked about that. So I think I'm gonna talk about what I want to see going forward, because as you know, it is a new year, so new year, new us. I want to talk about what's going to be new. What do I want to see that's new? So we'll start with this. Maybe one, I want to see a bigger group of people hanging out. We always have the same group of people, and that's fun. Seeing everyone, saying highs. But I want to see like expand. I want us to expand and meet new people and have fun with new people and not just the same group every time, because to be honest, it's getting a little boring, we say it, a lot of the boys say it every time, but like, we gotta find some new people, and we're like, yeah, but who are we gonna hang out with? Like, girls, people, boys, people, like, let's try to like bring everyone together and let's hang out. And then two, I say we hang out longer. I know people, some people stay out to the break of dawn, some people go home early, some people start later. I say we start like around like 5-ish, 6. We don't start like 7 or 8. I say everyone starts hanging out. Everyone gets together around 6:30-ish, get it going until like 11:30, 12-ish. Nothing good happens after 12. We don't need to be out later than that, but like, let's get longer hangouts going, let's get longer functions going. And then 3, I really just want like everyone pick a New Year resolution, all right? And I want everyone to stick to it, all right? I want everyone to do that for at least a month. Science says if you do something for 2 weeks straight every day and you stick to it, it starts becoming a habit. After 2 more weeks, it becomes more of a habit, and after 3 of those 2 weeks, it becomes a habit. And I think it's important for everyone. Everyone's gonna have something they do on a daily basis that really like settles them down, makes them feel good, makes you feel accomplished for that day. It can be anything. It can be simple as making your bed in the morning. Every morning you make your bed, or every day you go play soccer, or every day you go shoot a basketball, or every day you do one thing of homework, or like every day you talk to someone, or like anything. Like every day you go to the gym and you work out. Like, I want everyone to get better and everyone to succeed in what they do. And I know that sounds kind of like whatever, but like, it's coming up. Like, college is coming up. I know like everyone's excited for college, yeah, but like after that, it's like, it's real world. Like, you gotta really lock in and know what you're gonna do and really just like, that's when life starts, like, you're no longer living at home, you're living in a dorm, you're living in a frat. Like you gotta get going. Like, girls, like, this drama stuff is not gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna work. Like, people will just be like, okay, like, I don't want to hang out with you then. Like, I know there's no one else really here to will say that to you, but like, when you get to college, like, we gotta figure some stuff out. Like, that stuff's not gonna fly. Like, the boys too, like, I know we do the same stuff every time, but in college, like, stuff's different, And in the new year coming up, like, I know we're all gonna enjoy it and have a good time, but we come back, it's like, let's figure out a way to make everything better and make a way to everything. Let's just improve, Like, why not? We never try to make anything different. We're like, oh, we're going here. Like, let's do this and this and this, and maybe that helps. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we can go back to what we normally do. But why not try it? There's no need. And actually, there is a good topic I can talk about. There's a game called Stack. The game Stack. It's a great game. There's a group of us who know how to play. We're trying to expand the culture, of Stack, and there are some elite players for sure. Some mostly soccer players probably have an edge. But at the same time, it's like, when you go up to catch that ball and you're trying to throw it to someone, baseball players are there too, and it's like the agility to have the eye contact to hit the ball, fling it off, get a little touch on it, and it's actually, I don't know who created Stack. I don't know who brought it to Rice. I don't know who. I gotta get that person on the podcast, because that's a legendary feat to bring that person on and to talk about sack is a great game. You know, Mr. Pickens knows how to play sack. Mr. Nauman, I'm pretty sure, knows how to play sack. And it's just like, it's a great game when you're bored, have nothing to do. Normally at lunch it happens. You know, we'll play in the gym. Either that, 2-ball, frisbee. You know, we get something going. You know, Julian Yount is maybe the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life. You know, I mean, he's so bad. It's a joke. But you know, sack was a great add-on to Brother Edge culture for sure. I think that'll be around for a while. You know, I know the seniors, Vaughn, Slaz, Brooks, I know they're all getting their sacks, and I know they're all getting them, and they're really high quality sacks for sure. You know, Shriner, I'm pretty sure is a head leader in that sack game. You know, I'm just glad that everyone's coming together. You know, bringing a new culture to Brother Rice and showing the world what we have to offer. And then to end off this segment, or the episode, I should say, you know, I said I was going to list something. You know, I was just going to say, to list, what I was going to list was something probably not should be said on here, but I messed that up. Thank you guys for listening to today's episode or watching, whatever you're doing. Stay safe. Remember, New Year's resolution, make it, you stick to it, get better every day. And peace and love.